So we did um, the linking of bootstrap using the CND, and there's another way of doing that or achieving the same thing. Not every time you need to have internet connection before you can access bootstrap library. So there's option to download the bootstrap on your local machine and use those modules without even having access or internet connection. So we are going to be diving into how to do that. Then quickly after you've done that, we'll move on to bootstrap grid system, the grid system. And we didn't do the grid system, CSS grid, because I think we should do that with bootstrap. This is very very important and also very easy. In fact, when you know grid system in bootstrap, because there is nothing you can build that is that will be difficult for you. So quickly we're going to be looking into that, but before we dive into that, let's move on to bootstrap local. It's how to be able to connect bootstrap local to our local machine. So to get that, you just need to go to get bootstrap.com, and so what we intend to do is to have the local version of bootstrap running on our machine. So I'm going to be choosing our version. I think it's version 2 points, the version we are currently working on. However, you are not limited to use the modern or the latest version. The reason why I'm using this version is because I've not gone through the documentation of uh, 2.2.3 and above. So for you to be able to start using the latest version, devote time to go into that documentation. So quickly, of course, the last class what we did was to leverage on the CDN and the link, and then we also leverage on the JavaScript as well. We can quickly go here to check out the bootstrap GitHub, where you can also get access to latest bootstrap documentation. There are two ways to do that. You can either use a git clone to clone it, or you can so these 2 points. So I'll go to bootstrap here, because when you go there you quickly dive into the documentation. So this document here is how you can install bootstrap on your local machine. So either use git clone to clone it to your local repository. So when you look at it, see that we are using 2.2.3. so let me quickly ensure that I'm using the latest version. I want to use, I think the one I'm using is 2.2.3 or 2.1. I don't know, but let me stick. Okay, 2.2. So that's the one we are using, 2.2. Who is that? Please, can you mute your mic? You are distracting us, please. Thank you. Digital Delta, mute the mic, please. The person that refused to mute his mic, mute the mic. So when you come to download, and this is the compile. Digital director, can you do the needful, please? This person is disturbing us. So here you have the compiled CSS and JavaScript. Of course, I don't need explanation on this, the compile file. So if you don't want to leverage on the CDN, then you download this. I think you can't download this from here because they are having issue. So the best thing to do is to go through the GitHub repository to get access to that. You can quickly say bootstrap uh, 5.2 GitHub. That will quickly take you to the official GitHub account. I think this is it, this one here, official GitHub account, where you can quickly download the bootstrap. So what I'm going to do right now is to leverage on this. I think I've already done some few downloads. I will still show you how to get this download as well. So this is the one I've downloaded earlier, 2.2.2, 2.3. So I'm downloading 2.2. So quickly need to leverage on that. Or if you can't get it here, I think this is it. If this place is not clear to get the bootstrap, and maybe you're not sure of the latest version, the version you are currently on, I think let's check the documentation quickly. Okay, can look at it. This is 3.5.3.2, which is a bit of advance to what we need. So we still have to come back to bootstrap here, and when you go to the download page, you will see view on GitHub, right? So make sure that you are in 2 points. So view on GitHub, and then so they can quickly download that. You can see you have 2.2 point this here. Of course, you are the right direction, the right modules. So quickly, what we are going to do is you can come back here, make sure that you are the 2 points. I think this, click on the bootstrap there, that will be able to give us, so we're still on 2.2. So we click on the bootstrap link, and of course taken to this place. What you need to do is copy the git clone. So what we need to do, you can use git batch clone it, right? Quickly use git open the git batch, or you can still use the inbuilt terminal for VS Code, right? So I'll prefer using the inbuilt terminal because I want to do that directly on my repository, like not the repository. I want to do that directly on my folder. So if you also want, you can cd on this folder, and then you run that there. It's very simple. So for that to turn on my terminal, I come here, I come to this place, terminal. Of course, we have new terminal, so that you have that here. Run, sorry, terminal, the new terminal. So you have access to this new terminal. Wait for it to finish reloading. Wait for it to reload. Let me just enter and see. Okay, let's wait for it to finish reloading. So as I'm waiting for that to reload, you can also okay, that is done. So quickly, what you need to do is git clone, then you heat it up. Of course, it will start downloading. I think this is the folder here, the folder that we created. So wait for it to finish cloning. When it's done cloning, you can get the entire document on your local machine. So another way to do that, if you don't want to git clone, you can quickly come here and click on this and hit the download button on this place. Click on download zip. You can download the zip in case your network is not strong to clone. So you can see my network is not strong to clone, right? My network is not strong to clone. So what you need to do is just come here, hit the download zip file button, then that will automatically start downloading. That will automatically start downloading. So this is it, 2.2. Alright, so what you need to do is to look for the location where you want to save this. We are going to extract this data. So click that. I am done with this. So I just quickly need to close this, then close this. So as we are waiting, it's downloading. So we have to wait patiently to finish downloading. So leave this. This is the what we are going to be leveraging on. All right. As we are waiting for that to download, so what we are going to do is quickly come here and create a file. So create a file where we are going to extract our bootstrap to, or we are going to copy it to. So quickly explore. Then I'm going to create a file. Right click and then decide to create a bootstrap. So just bootstrap alone. We already have bootstrap 5. So this is where we are going to copy whatever we are getting, or the content we are getting. So I don't think I will wait for this. I already have it downloaded on my system, although the one I have is about 5 point something, right? So I need to just leverage on the one I have. Okay, it's almost about 7 MB. It's about 7 MB. So hopefully you're going to get that. Then quickly scroll down to this, because I've downloaded this before. This is why I have it here. So I'll just right click and copy. Then I'll move this to my bootstrap folder I've created. Then right click and paste this here. Then what I need to do is to extract the content inside here. So I right click and use extract here. So if you don't have this software, you can download. They call it WinRAR, right? It's free. Download it. Can download on Google, and then that will be help you to be able to extract the contents inside this zip folder. So we are going to read the content. It's not everything you need, right? It's about 7 MB, but it's not everything you need. So what you need there is, so that has been done. Then we don't longer need this zip folder. You can delete the zip folder and delete it from here. So we open. Then when we open, you will notice that we have a lot of chunks of files and folder we don't need. So when you look at this dist, I want you to look at this dist. Now let me do some free explanation on bootstrap documentation on dist. So this is where the content of the JavaScript and the CSS lies. Then that's why when you come here on this CND, you come to this folder. So we come to this folder, move down to here. You notice that we have what dix, right? Inside this disk you have CSS uh, folder, then you have this file. So this file is the CSS, is the file that house all our CSS classes that we need to leverage on. So look at what I'm telling you. This is where this one will launch 5.this, then the folder called dist, and then CSS. So when you come here, you open this content, you see you have this. So you open that this, you notice that you have two folder, CSS and what, and JavaScript. So you open that CSS, you notice that we have the file name there is bootstrap dot mean dot what, CSS. That is the file that contain our CSS classes. Then the same applies to this. Move down to this JS and bootstrap bundle dot js dot what dot js, bundle dot mini dot js. The same thing we have on this. So that means that what we are going to be using is these two content here. The remaining one we don't necessarily need that. So we copy this man and then move it to bootstrap here. Of course we paste it here. Then that has been done, so we don't no longer need this man. So let's just delete and then we move on. Yes, so do we need this? Have been done. So we have the mini, which is this for the CSS. So let's quickly go and create our folder. So I'm also going to delete this and then we'll remove this as well. So I will also clear my terminal because I'm not really making use of this terminal for now. I'll just close the terminal. Alright, so so this is where we have the bootstrap, and this is where we extract the content, and this is where we have the CSS. So here I'm going to create a file or a folder where I'll have all my bootstrap design. I will say design, right? Then this I have my design. Of course, here I'll have my file, create file, index.html, right? So this is the index.html. So what I'm going to do here is create my starter folder. Now there are two ways of doing this. If you don't want to create a starter file, which is this, and you enter like a starter file, you can quickly go to bootstrap and copy that starter file, but it's not really necessary, right? We're okay with this, and let's quickly also go to bootstrap. You can also copy their, I always suggest that you copy their starter file, right, which is very very important. So that should be on so it should be content also, no, not the content that we're having. The starter file should be on introduction. So copy the bootstrap starter file so that we don't have any issue. This is our starter file, no any link, just copy it. It's still the same thing, but just I feel like it's necessary to do that. But the truth is that there is no difference between this man. If you paste it here, you know that there is no difference. We have this here, we have this here, so no different. There is no difference between this man. So you not look like this one a special order. It's a lie, and I'm not going to use it. I'm deleting it. Return the one I generated. It's still the same. So here I will say grid design. So here I'm going to quickly say, okay, let me have container. So in this container I'm going to have the background here, where that the background is bg primary. We're going to give us the background of blue. So here I'm going to have each one welcome to grid design, And if you want to view this entire content, just come here. Remember, you've installed the server, then right click on it and hit the open um, page. So yeah, we are here, but of course nothing different, right? So we are going to link our css. So we'll go back and then let's look at the content of the css. So the css is inside the css. We are having bootstrap main.css. That's all. So of course we want to link our css. The way you link your css, that is no different. Of course, this is my css here. Then here will be the file css. So you put your dot slash, no, you put dot slash. So in the dot slash, you have you can see the folder we have here. The reason why we are adding this dot is because we are having this thing inside a folder, and for us to go back, so if you want to go back 2 step back, because we come here, you see this one, right? So for us to go back 2 step, you need to add your, if you put css, of course when this css is talking to the content inside here, so we don't have any content inside here. That's why we are not having any uh, records. So you put index, you know that we're having index because we are having file inside here. So for us to go back, if you go back 1 step, you use the slash is forward, is giving you ahead, right? So backward is dot, of course it's not giving anything, then dot, then we are having this says. Now if you don't necessarily need to do the same thing with me, you can still have your css and javascript on design, right? So you don't necessarily need to do the same thing. So here we are having a bootstrap.mini, bootstrap.mini so .css. So this is what we've added. So let's confirm if remember we use this class, if this class we added here have reflected. So quickly go back to our this, and you notice that we now have this. You don't need internet access for you to be able to have access to this, right? So I'm just showing you that now to be aware. So the next thing we are going to connect, the next thing here we are going to connect our Java. Come Presido. Presido.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Why are you allowing these people to disturb my class now? Huh? Anybody that make or mute his mic, remove the person. It's very simple. If you don't want, you make me admin, let me be removing people. It's my one part of my job. That's what I like doing better. I will even block the person self. Okay, let's move on, please. So I'm going to connect call script. So inside this script, of course, I'm going to use what we call source, right? This is how you link JavaScript, right? Source, then the name of the file. So let's check the file from our Bootstrap documentation. So the name of the file is js bootstrap bundles bundle.mini this. So let's quickly go back there. Okay, of course we need to do the same way we do here. Have a set of our css, then bootstrap dot bundle dot mini dot js. So look at it here. Bootstrap dot bundle dot mini dot what dot js. So this is what I'm having here. Of course So um, now let me show. Some people may think that what is the work of DJS. Now let me show you the work of DJS. I think it's very important. Let me go to alerts, right? Let me go to alerts. So I will show you the work of DJS. But not think that the JS is just there for just namesake. So let's see that we are having, hold on, we're having this, right? Now when you look at this, I don't usually like copying, but let me just copy for purpose of that. Okay, let me show you something. Okay, look at this man here, and you see, right? If we don't have access, okay, uh, let me just copy this. Then I will quickly remove this, comment on this, so that it will not be active, right? So of course I'm going to have a container here. Okay, so container sources, let me quickly close that. Yeah, okay, where is this here? And of course this is what we have. And then when we come down to view this and we try to remove this, you notice that it's not working, right? Because this, to close this, is JavaScript, and we don't have JavaScript connected in our. Let me remove this background I added here. This background, this so if you, let me quickly add padding top on this, um, padding margin top rather to 5, so I can have more space on here. So if we try to remove this, right, I try to remove this, of course it's not going to work. And let me show you another thing, the work of the JavaScript, so that you know that the JavaScript also have its own role to play. You don't need to ignore that. um Trying to get some elements, those pop up, those should be those should be uh card, okay, modder. So let's go to this modder. So sometimes modder is very useful for developers. So you can see that this is a modder which you can close, still loading. Then you can see this is a modder. So for you to even design this in normal HTML and CSS is not possible. So you need to um, leverage on JavaScript, right, to do that. So I'm not going to explain this. I will just copy. But later during our class, I'm going to explain this modder. So of course, so I just press that. Don't bother about whatever that is there. Now if I click on this, of course nothing is going to happen, right? So you notice that the JavaScript has a very long way to play. So if I come back here and comment on the JavaScript, and then go back to this man and click this, you notice that we have access to this, and this can close. Then you can quickly close this as well. So basically that is the work of the JavaScript. I think I'm done with this section of this class. Let's move on to the grid. So grid dot h dot html. So I'll quickly need to just copy everything and move in here. Then I'm done with this, so I'm going to close. Of course. So this is what we have. Then let's open this. All right. So what we are going to do here is grid, right? Let's talk about grid a little bit, and then with that we now move on. So as you are doing that, let's also open grid on our documentation, bootstrap documentation, and that's the first thing you will see. You will learn in bootstrap. Now this is why the first thing is after the container, then the grid is also very very important. And okay, here we say grid, right? Um, Grid systems is built with flexbox, and it allow you to use up to 12 columns, right? So when you look at it, you look at you see this design. So we have span 1, span 2, span 3, span 4, span 5, span 6, span 7, span 8, 9 to what 12, right? So this is 12 column. So the grid also we have sizes and different kind of grid. Now if you look at the one down here, so this one is using span over 4. So when I mean span over 4 or 1 over 4 means that this man is having 1, 2, 3, 4, the entire 4 of this column, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 is having entire 4 of this column. That's why we call it 1 over what? Over 4. So here we have 1 over 4 again. This entire man is taking 4 columns. This entire man is taking 4 columns. So anything that is lesser than higher than 12 is not going to work. It will break to a new line, right? So the grid element have 4 columns, 12 columns, right? In that 12 column, you can use what we call spam to spam those 12 columns to get any kind of size you want. Now if you look at the next one, we have 1 over 8. This 1 over 8 means that he's taking from the entire 8 columns, he wrap it up to become a what? One long column. Here we have just 4 columns. So that's how you can be able to get different sizes of the grid element. Now here also we have 6 columns. 6 plus 6, we're going to give it 12, right? So if we account from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, get to this 6 points. So this is 6 and this is what? 6. And one good thing about grid is that if you are using grid, say goodbye to responsiveness. Are we communicating? Digital director, are we communicating? Okay. So if you are using grid, say goodbye to what? To building of responsiveness. It's automatically responsive, right? So this you have 2 columns, right? Then we have here spam of 12 spam, right? This is 6 spam, 1 over 6 spam, then 12 spam. So what this thing tells me means that column as a grid element, you can have element that can take up the entire 6 column. Of that entire 6 column, of course, can only contain just 1 and another 6. They cannot use 8 and 6. That is not possible. It's not doable, right? So let's move down. Sorry. So move down to here. It said that the grid system is responsive, right? Automatically responsive, and the column would rearrange automatically depending on the size, right? Screen size. I want you to take this cognizant. Screen what? Screen size. So let's quickly also look at this diagram here. So when you look at this, the bootstrap grid system allow user to create a responsive layout. Now if you look at this responsive layout, you notice that this one have 1 spam, right? 1 spam and a height. While this one can take up to like 3 spam, this can take up to like This can take us to 4 span, this can take us to 3 span, this can take us to just 1 span, right? Then this can also take up to 2 span. Yeah, this is 2 span, this is 3 span, right? So then when you come to mobile and tablet, this is the design you are going to have you seen it? So if you are not going to bother yourself in working on any responsiveness, automatically it's responsive for you. So the same thing we have, of course, in order to create a grip system, you need a container class, a role and what, and a column, right? So a role and a column. When you look at the role is what have this color, and then columns will have this other color, and then of course the container, which you are the one you are very familiar with. Then we're also going to talk about the breaking points, right? So we've discussed about this breaking point during the responsiveness, right? So you are aware that when we have greater than 507 pixel, then the mobile breaking point commence. Can somebody come up and explain to us what this breaking point is talking about? And anybody that understood this breaking point, you have the floor indicate, so that the president can call you up to share your brain and idea on this breaking point. So when you look at the breaking point class index, we have SM, MD. So when you have SM, that means when you get to 376 greater than, the mobile responsiveness will start taking effect. Then we use MD 768, the mobile responsiveness will also start taking effect. So I would like you, so Dota, what is that? I would like you to quickly share your brain with us. Let's see who can help us with this. Thank you. We have different screen size, greater than. When the screen is greater than this, then it will form the mobile responsiveness, right? So when it gets to this, it will break, right? It goes to the next page. We are going to do that practically so that you understood very clearly. Better. So you understood them very clearly about the breaking point. So all these things are different breaking points. The most popular one is MD and SM. So MD and SM. So when it gets to this stage, greater than this, then that it will then break. So we have another one here where we have so we have let me zoom this way so you can see. So we have the article here, so the article content and the article here, and then we have the sidebar. So here we have the content, and then we have the what, the sidebar, of course. So yeah, we have, when you get to extra large, we get to this place. So these are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So this one is the entire um, columns, right? So let's move on to our book. So here we have the grid classes, right? So to get a class, we also need to create a word grid, right? The grid, because they say they have about 6 classes. Then one is dot column slash, which will give you extra device and screen of on default to give you the screen of 5. The YSM, that will give you a screen that equals to or greater than this, the breaking point take effective. So we have the MD, we have the LG. Then those above classes can be combined to create more dynamic, flexible layout, right? So moving on, yeah, you can see that we have basic structure of what, of a bootstrap grid, right? So here we have the column with weights and how they should appear. We have the first one, we have the column, right? First column, we have another one. Second column, we have another one. third column. So let's quickly create a grid column. So what we are going to do is that we come back to our CSS, and of course I'm going to container. So in this container I'm going to have to get that rule. So we have our column, right, times column times, let's see, column times 3. So we have this let's say spam 1, let's just say spam 1, and then spam this, and then spam this. So let's quickly view this and see what's going to happen. We have already opened let me close this. So we need to give this a background so that we can be able to understand what we are explaining here, right? We need to give that a background. So I want to use, I'd like to show you how to combine CSS and your own CSS and bootstrap CSS, right? So of course I'm going to have my customized CSS here, which I'm going to create a CSS inside this. I create a CSS folder inside this CSS. So then I have grid.css. So those that say that is it possible to use a CSS with bootstrap, that is 100% possible. I'll show you now how to do it. So CSS, then this, because I move on to this place. So I'm going to give the column a background. So I'll copy this, because the column, the background of doggy blue, then a border of 2 pixel solid, and of course white. The color to white. Sometimes I can start to use my AI tools to do that. My AI tool recommended I should use padding. So you also recommended I should use margin, which I'm not using margin. So I'll use color, right, and then white. So this is what we have, and then let's quickly go and view this. So everything we do will affect every man here. So quickly go back. I notice this is what we have, right? So this is what we have. So this is spam 1, spam 2, and spam 3. Of course we can have out to let me use have out to spam 6. So put this here. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me duplicate this again, make it 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So let's quickly check that out. So you notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So this is what we have here. So I can decide to add a kind of a margin top to like 5, so we can have this space here. So now let's learn more about the spam I'm talking about, right? So the next spam I'm going to create here, we're going to be spam 1, 2, 3. So the next spam I'm creating here is that I want each of the spam to get 1, 2, 3, to get the entire 3 of this column, right? And I want to get 1, 2, 3. 1 2 3 1 2 3. So we are going to create 4 elements. So each of this span will get 3 of this, which is the span 1 over 3. So let's quickly do that. Come here, move to this, click on man here, then of course create a new rule. So here rule, of course I'm going to create spam. So here, don't mind me, for generation, my AI is too smart. You want to generate everything. So most of you don't have this in your VS Code, it's premium. If you want to get it, it is what it is, man. And I don't have it, it's premium. You go to Code Pilot, it's about $10 monthly. We are still learning, so you don't necessarily need that for now. So column, of course, I'm going to say times 3, the 3 that I need. So now I will say spam 1 over 3, right? Then spam 1 over 3 spam 1 over 3. So this 1 over 3, now if we come back to view this, of course, you notice that we have 1 2 3, right? But that is not right. That is not. Now this is what we are going to do here. You come here and put okay. So this 3, you need to create another column 3, right? So this column 3 will take the entire 3 column of this object, right? So you notice that what happened here is that if you come back to what we have earlier, let me remove this 3 first so you understand. If you come here to what we have earlier, we have 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So this one is 4, it's taking 4. 1 2 3 4, it's taking 4. 1 2 3. So we want it to be 1 2 3. Each of the columns should just take 3, right? Each of the columns should just take 3. So let's quickly do that. Then we can say you come here and put column slash 3. So it means that this man will take 3. So have you seen it? This is spam 3. 1 2 3. This man is taking 3, right? 3 from here. So I can decide, okay, this one I want to make it spam column 8, right? So it will take the entire 8 columns. So you notice that, right? You take entire 8 columns. It spans from here to this place. So you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Have you seen it? So it is taking the entire 8 column, while this one is only taking one word spam, right? That is left, right? So you can say, let's go back, spam 3, then column 3. So you notice what we have here. Let's check the last one. I'm not sure it's 3. Okay, column 3. So notice that we have 1 2 3. So when you say spam over this, don't get confused. It's saying 1 over what? 3. 1 over what? 3. Now let's go to 4. This should be 4, right? Let's go to 4, right? 4 over 3. So what I need to do is come here. I'm going to just tap this. So this one is giving us 2. So I'll see 4 and 6, right? I have here 4 and 6. So let's do 4 and 6 and see what's going to happen. 1 over 6 is taking the entire one. Now this 1 over 6, notice that this might take 1 2 3 4 5 4 6. Are you seeing it? While this one is taking 4 directly. Now let's do another one, which is let's do spam 6 over 6. 6 over 6 can give us 2, right? Because 6 plus 6 is 12. Of course, 6 over 6 will give us the entire word, the entire 2 spam. Are we together? Are we communicating? So let me say, for instance, I need uh, another spam. So let me wait for my AI to generate a spam for me. Release or release. Okay, let me close this one first. Okay, let me also wait for my AI to generate for me. I don't like coding. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to have going to have spam 8. Let's say spam 8. 8. The remaining one should be how many? The remaining one should be how many? Who can remind us? What can you add here to make it 2? 8 and what?
Four.
Huh?
Four.
Okay,
Four.
4. All right. So you can notice that we have 4 here. You can decide to say, okay, this is 8. This is 4, and what? And 8. So basically, these just basic things you need to understand about spam. If you want to create any kind of element at all, you want any kind of element at all. So these are the things we also need to leverage on. Let's say, for instance, you want to create the header and this. So what you need to do is very simple, right? So just come here and say layout dot html. So let me quickly I'll just copy this, the css that I've created. So if you want to customize color, that one you need that, because so what I will do here quickly is to of course, as usual, generate my code. Don't go and use this thing. No, if I catch you when you are using this premium something, you be in trouble. You are still learning, so stick with learning this thing. When you are become a guru, can be using all those things. It will not help you. um, so we have some people say, sir, how did you get that thing? I catch you, come to my DM and ask me. You're in trouble. uh, so this is called code pilot. Don't use it too. It's the only person that permitted to use the digital director, because he knows about this thing. So
I've been using it.
you have been using it
Yes, sir.
with your suspension. Tomorrow you will enter your dashboard, you will not see anything again. Let's fire down. So drop your username after the end of this class. If you want to, if you don't want, you can still leave it. So what you are going to do here is let's say this is the header, right? The header. So this header we are going to give it a spam. You can decide to give it a spam of 12. So 12. Then let me quickly sorry. So we have this, right? Of course, let's check out some few layouts that we are going to leverage on. Website layouts. So okay, let's leverage on some few things. 1 2 3, right? 1 2 3. Is that okay? Let me check some better layouts, good layouts that we can just leverage on to get this done. Where is the layout? Where is the layout? Where is the layout? Where is the layout? Just okay. So let's quickly um okay, I think this one is fine. So let's quickly get that layout. So here we have the header. The next one we have the logo or the header or whatever we call it. So we have, let's say we have the logo here. Let me just design anything I want. A big, I don't want to waste time, so I move on to other things. Then here we are having column. We're going to have here is one spam. Here is one spam. The next one we're going to have here is let's have this. So rule, of course, the column. Have the column. So in this column we are going to have like two. In this column, one will have one will have 8. Why did the other one will have let's see, we have main content, the other one will have sidebar. In this sidebar we're going to have let's check what we have here. We're going to have 1 2 2, right? So okay, let's say 4 for now. Let's just leave it 4, right? Yeah, we have sidebar. Go. So let's quickly view that and see what we're having here. So this is, sorry, I think we have an issue. Okay, 12. In this 12 we have 8, and this 8 we have 4. What is happening?
Your thieves are not closing well.
Trying to confirm the div. It's closing well now. Okay, wait first. This. Then column 8. Then this column. This is the first column, which I'm giving 12. Good. First column. Column 12. Column. Okay, sorry. We are not adding the. What's it called? We are not adding the boostrap. Yeah. I only added our CSS. So I think this will fix that. Okay. So we'll have this. Can work on the height of this as well. Just quickly work on the height. And of course, I don't want to use much design. I just need a very simple design so I can move on to the next agenda. Boom. Done it. It's very, very simple design, man. Very simple design. Okay, let's flow with this. Let's flow with this. 1 to 3. So I'm going to give another header, which is 12, or maybe let's say here. So we just copy this. So here we have 3, 1. So let's see this 3 and see what it's come over, right? So we have 1, 2, 3. See here logo. Yeah. Now some people ask if what of if we have something more than that. If you copy this and paste again, 6. This is more than 12, of course. It's going to create a breakup. So you can notice that you have a breakup here. That means it has exceeded the numbers of the column, right? So that's why you are seeing this. It will just break, and when it break, it is what it is, man. So let's say about us here. About us. Services. Then okay, let me remove this other one. It's not necessary. So so you see what we have and what we have here as well. So if you want to get this kind of design, what is that our design? This kind of design, 1 and 2 and 3, of course, is very simple. So what we need to do is let's convert that to that our design. So here we are going to add another one here. Sorry, we are going to copy this, and of course we add another one here. So here is 4, here is 8. You can reduce this man to 6. 6. These 3 people share 3. No, this is 6. This is 3. This is 3. Right? So let's quickly do that. Quickly. So see what we have here. 6 and what and 3. So let's quickly go and let me check another one that we will do that I've not done yet. So you will notice that this and flex, which one is more easier? Yeah? Of course, this is more easier than flex. So we have the last one, which is the footer. So with this, you can build any kind of website you want to build. So any kind of website. So footer. Sorry. I thought I'm doing CSS. Hey, sorry, it is, man. Okay. 12. Then of course we have footer. So basically we are done with just the few. Why is the footer not complete? Why is the footer not complete? 12. Footer. Okay, let's go and add width. So I come here to this 6. I'm going to have an height of course I'm going to have an height of let's say 200 pixel. Let's see what's going to happen. Height of 200 pixel. That is okay. Then this other one, I'm going to no height. I'm trying to know why the footer is not complete. What is the problem from the footer? Let's see what is the problem from that footer. do we, let me check if we did that in outside the container. I want to know rule coming. Let's check the container, this and this. Oh, the container did not even have a breaking point to it. Really? The container did not have a breaking point, so you have to close the container. Nope, nope, nope. You don't need to just close the container. So yeah, we've done that. Alright. So the reason why he's doing that because we are not closing the container. I think it's fixed now. Okay. So let's quickly work on this. We'll move this to center, right? So what you can do is very simple. You can come here and say did justify content center. Let me try. If it didn't work, can use CSS. Okay, that doesn't work. So let's let you test align to center. So you can use test align should be test center. I think so. Test center to align it center. I can use CSS. So yeah, you can use what we call line height. Of course, all of you know what line height does. So you can quickly get come back here. Line height to 200 pixel. Anybody have anything to say? So we have this. Let's do the same to other column here. Quickly come here and where we have the bar 3, put this here also as. So when you are using Bootstrap, does not mean that I cannot make use of CSS. You can see up. I'm doing something wrong. I think something is wrong. Okay, they are having the same. I think they are having the same this thing. So let me quickly do this. Yeah, what's up? Sidebar. Let me just add it. Add it the class so that it will not affect others. Boom, 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 boom. So just copy and then hit it up here, man. It is what it is. Okay. Just put this thing here. Of course, it is what it is. Okay. Basically, that is all. Then let's check out the responsiveness as well. You notice what we have here. Then let's work on the area of what do you call it? So let's check the breaking points area. So you can just quickly add the different kind of breaking points. So just decide here, come here and say this. This is going to be. Well, we have the 3 here. It's going to be MD slash MD slash MD slash MD. Okay, right? So this is what we have here, MD. So this can also decide to use slash MD slash MD. So slash MD. So basically slash MD. So quickly let's go and replace that with this. If you notice, our class was built upon what do you call it, upon this. So let's quickly still add MD on the class so that it will function very well. So of course, when it comes to the setting and you click on this, then if you notice, you come down. Sorry, I'm trying to. This is supposed to break. No, supposed to break to an extent. So let's check. This supposed to break. So let's use. It's supposed to break. So let's try to use. Okay, let's quickly go through the documentation. All right. Breaking points. Okay, SM. Okay, this. Why that one of two? Of course, we are aware. I'm trying to see the breaking points. Responsiveness. Okay. So this MD4, of course, this is 4. This is 8, which is well noted. Moving to SM4, SM this. So this class creates a basic grip and a breaking point of this. So SM8, SM this. Alright. Let's try to use SM, but I think MD should also work. So MD should also work. So wide or mobile on desktop. So this is giving us 6 and MD4. Okay, always 50% wide on mobile and desktop. Why this is 50% wide on mobile and boom on desktop. Okay. So let's quickly try to use MD4 if that will work, but I doubt. MD4. I'm trying to see how we can get the responsiveness.
Try to. It's because you don't have to column to your MD. You just write column is different. Column says the column MD.
Where? Which side? You mean column MD? Yeah. No.
Then hyphen MD. Column number should come first. Then column.
No, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. It's not. This is the column number, which is well noted, and this is the MD. Doesn't matter. They're all the same. But I'm trying to see why it's not working, because usually it's supposed to break to a point. Okay, let's try SM to this. We don't necessarily need to. Okay, let's update that on our CSS class. Okay, let's try to. Should immediately give us that, but okay, let's try. What if we have this? Um, okay, let's try this. If it didn't work, I'm going to use another design for that. If it didn't work, we're going to use another design. So let's quickly check that out. Of course, this should be able to work. It should be able to break. It's not breaking. No, it's not breaking. So let's try something. Um, let's try something. So I'm trying to use a so let's try something first. So here we have a MD. Let's say column MD. Of course, let's increase this to 4. So I want to check something 4, and then of course let's quickly bring this MD4 to our class so you can have a reflect of what we are doing. Okay. Let's check what we did here. Column MD4 column column MD4. Okay, this is a MD4, right? Just hold on. Let's just make this MD4 and try to. It's still 4, still the same thing. Instead of having 3, we have 4. I want to confirm something. So this can only go for. If you put another one, it's going to break, right? Definitely going to break. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to break. Let's move on with this. Let's comment on this first, and so comment on that, and let's try to visualize this and see what's going to happen. Okay, I think we've gotten what we want. So when we get to the point, definitely going to break, right? So we have to implement that. So let's try to use 3, right? Let's try to use 3 instead of 4. So MD4 will give us the responsiveness we are looking for. So the MD4, let's check the breaking point of MD4. To quickly check the breaking point of MD4, then we can okay, the breaking point of MD is from 760 something. So let's confirm. This is okay. This is 700, and let's just type 768. 768. Okay. 700. That will give us that 768. 68. Let's say 67. Okay, 7 will give us that, right? So it's working. So when we get to this, now let's change this to SM, right? SM, 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 right? So we need to go grab something. It seems that So let's quickly give this sm colon 4. So let's just add that on our class. So now we're having sm. Now let's quickly look at the, let me go look at the sm is by 500 and right, so 576. Just copy this. So make it get to 576. Let's see what's going to happen. Sorry. So where is that man? So right click and inspect. So immediately you inspect, right, and you move 500 and 600 and nothing happened, right? Remember on this other MD, right, when we put 700 and then it will break, right? So let's move on to 500. Moving down 570. Make it get to 500. Do you notice that it break, right? Are we communicating? So that is how the breaking point works. When you get to this 500 and you notice that it breaks. So you notice that this other down one is not working because we need to fix it, right? We also need to fix all. So when you get to this, it automatically break. Are we communicating? So let's quickly do that to get a good responsiveness we are looking for. So initially I was using so let me change all this into 3 sm3. So 3, maybe due to I'm not using shorthand, that is why. So this shorthand, this is almost the same thing with what we did earlier. So there is nothing. This is just a shorthand of the version of what we did earlier. So I think to just replace. Let me replace this. Let me quickly replace this to one of them. I think this was 4. Let me replace it to 3. So because let's check this other one.
No, your last community is MD3.
Okay, SM. So now what is the difference between the SM and ND? There is no difference in size, right? The difference is the breaking point. Do you guys understand? The SM and ND, right? So the ND is the difference is what in breaking point. So that when you come out in your project, you won't tell me that you don't understand. When I'm testing your responsiveness, if it didn't work, you know what it is now, right? So now the SM still going to work, right? So let's look at the breaking point of this SM, right? So the breaking point of this SM going to be, so now if you want to get responsiveness, this should not confuse you, right? This is column SM3. That means you are getting 3 spam. Don't get confused. So this SM, you just get it like this so you can get your responsiveness. Very important. So okay, let's check the breaking point. So the SM is starting from 500 and so which you have done that before already. So there is no difference, right? So there is no difference in breaking point. When you get to 5, then it break. Are you guys seeing it? When you get to this, then it break. No, let's quickly work on the other responsiveness. Of course, what we're going to do is that we are going to just copy this. Just don't copy the value, just copy this SM. Then remove this. Okay, this one is 3, so that means we want to replace that. Just replace this SM column. So this is SM6. So if you want the breaking point to be greater than that, it all depends on what you want to do. So this is SM3. So the only one we change was just SM. The figure still remain what it is. So this is 12. So you can use MD, can use SM 12. So let's quickly go and add the classes, as usual. The class SM6. Let me add just column. Because we add column here, it's still going to work. I'm doing that because of the class. I have class column here. That's why I'm adding that column so that it will reflect. So we have what we got the last time. Nothing changed. So let's quickly go and check. So notice that when you come here, we are having this responsiveness. So you can say you don't necessarily need to work on too much responsiveness. When you get to that particular size, it breaks. So you can see the grid is perfect for responsiveness. So what you need to do, keep building. Just the build they go. You don't need any responsiveness, right? Just the build they go. So that is one of the things grid can do for you. I think I've explained all these things. When you look at this diagram, you can understand the diagram. So let me drop it for you guys so that you can quickly have that for you. So that when you look at the diagram, you can quickly understand. You can just quickly understand the diagram. I'm doing this so that you use this diagram to learn. It is what it is, man. Alright, let's continue. So quickly, let's move on. I'm done with this. I'm done with all this structure. You can read more and you understand, right? Everything we've learned today is just here, right? It is just right in front of you here. So of course you can have, SMCs. You know what SMCs does? So SMCs will give you 12 columns, two 6 columns. So you can look at it. You see different design we have here. You can just explore, right? I believe anybody that's in this class, when you look at this design, you will be able to know what you can come up with. I don't necessarily need to teach all these things. You've gone through it. So the assignment. The one assignment is this boostrap 5. You are required to do this. Then you are required to design this exactly like this with grid. Then you are required to design this and this as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So design 1, 2, which is on the 5. So this is the assignment. Color. I think you guys have done about color, right? You've read about color, right? Okay, let's move on. So we are going to quickly do about cards. Okay. Waiting for cards. Card. Time is our this thing. Should we continue or to call it a day? I'll call it a day, have you?
Let's call it a day. Call it a day. Because tomorrow is those
Okay, yeah, tomorrow Monday is true. It's true. Some people are going to work tomorrow. Okay. So time for question. So what we are going to do is that we'll call it a day, but tomorrow is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, you have assignment. This should be submitted on Wednesday. This I'm giving you now should be submitted on Wednesday. Yeah. So Wednesday will continue from cards. You know we are going to continue from cards, then finish everything about cards. So the defense for this one is just not really a defense, but all the co-leader are required to share their screen to show us the design they have done. So Wednesday you are defending the bootstrap and two of them, not defend like you share out and say okay this and this what I have done. Make sure you submit your assignment. If you don't submit your assignment and when they will activate our blocking robot, don't come and come to my DM and tell me sir, sir. I'll tell you that don't be doing assignment. It is what it is. So